What a lot of people is not aware of is that everything in the spiritual has to happen first, and then the physical has to catch up with the spiritual. So the spiritual world has already happened. The physical is catching up to it because it's slower. So basically, in the physical world, we are only reliving what has already been done. So if you are a awakened spirit at this point, and you know who Christ is, and you have powers, and you have powers of the past, and you have powers of the future, and you know who Christ is, you know who you are, then you already won what's about to happen on planet Earth. This is why the war has already won. Because if you are spiritually awakened at this point, it lets you know, and it is confirmation that you won the war that was taking place on earth. So if you are spiritually awakened at this point, you already won your war. You already won the war that was on earth. It's just that the physical got to catch up. So there's no need to worry. So this is why we are looking at the earth for what it is now, because now that the war has already taken place, we are watching the side effects after Christ has left the earth. Because we eventually is about Christ, children of the Son, Christ chosen people is about to leave this earth. So once we leave this earth, the earth has to basically fix up and repair and basically recreate a new system for the ones that is left. So what we is witnessing is that we are witnessing the new system that they have to create on the ones that is left. The thing about it, and listen to what I'm about to say, people. The thing about what the people on the earth, the higher ups and these elite cults, what they are doing is that they are altering the storyline. They are not telling exactly what happened to the children of the sun. They are not telling what happened to the awakened beings, because they don't want us to know exactly what did happen. The only thing that they is doing is telling us what happened after the war ended. And right now they are not reliving, and we are not rekindling, because they are altering with the storyline. This is why they have CERN. They are altering with the spiritual side. They are altering with reality. Because we're supposed to go through all of this so we can see exactly why we have awakened. They are keeping that out of the storyline while the chosen ones have became awakened. They are keeping us out of the storyline of the true powers that we have, because they want to take it out of the storyline, because they want the chosen ones to be in fear. They want the chosen one to be deceived. They want the chosen one to think that they are crazy by taking that whole storyline out the plot. This is why they tell you in the Bible, even the chosen one could be deceived, because the spiritual has already happened. Everything that is going on earth right now, and the physical and the conscious mind, we already done been through this already. We done already died. The world has already ended. Christ has already returned. The children of the Son is already with Christ. We are already alive. This is why we are alive spiritually in the soul and in the spirit. This is why we are spiritually awakened. But right now we are still living in the physical. We got to play out. Because we are not living to see why are we here. We are looking and living to see why we made the decision that we made. Let me repeat that again. We are basically living because we are reliving the story of why we made the decision that we already made. So if you made the decision to be with Christ, you are living out the storyline why you decide to be with Christ. If you decide that you wanted to be with the Antichrist, we are living out the storyline why you chose the Antichrist. We are not living on this universe and this timeline. We are not living on this earth to see why we are here. We are living on this earth to see why we made the decision that we made to go to the next level. Because everything is already done. Christ has already returned. The Antichrist has already returned. We are just catching up to the spiritual. Because the spiritual happens first. This is why the spiritual is the real. This is why they was telling you about the P-47s and the P-52s, talking about that they are timelines and they are they people from the future coming back into the past. No. The spiritual is already the future. The physical is the past. So if you are spiritually awakened, you have basically is it coming back from the future, and you are telling the people what is really going on. This is why a lot of spiritual chosen people, they got the gift of telepathy and telekinesis. They can tell you what happened in the past and what happened in the future, because we didn't already live through this. We don't know it because we still in the physical. We still in the 3D world. We don't know. We know it, but we don't know it. And this is what they are doing. This is why they're using CERN. They're doing all of these things. They're trying to alter the timeline so the chosen one can get stuck in the physical plane so we won't catch up. But it's nothing that they can do because they already lost the war. Because if you are spiritually awakened at this point and you know that you are Christ, you know who you are, it's nothing that they can do to you. So the only thing that they can do is control the one that has not awakened yet, that is still in the 3D plane, that is still leading and living their lives in the physical. They can still deal with those people because those people have no clue what is going on. So the only thing that they can do is alter the storyline and keep out what really did happen to confuse us. But if you are deep in your spirituality, if you know exactly who you are, it's nothing they can do to you. And they know that this is why the devil has already lost the war. This is why they say some chosen ones will get deceived. Because you got a lot of chosen ones that don't know that they are chosen. And the fact that they are altering the timeline, keeping certain things out of the storyline, a lot of people don't know why they are going through the things that they are going through. They think they're going crazy. They think that they are mentally ill when they are not. Because they keeping certain things out of the timeline so we won't see why we is waking up. We don't see why we are getting the gift that we are getting. We don't see that because it's not being shown because they are altering the timeline. They are altering the storyline. But if we actually saw what we saw, then we would know. We wouldn't be, the chosen ones wouldn't be deceived. We would know. This is why. Because they got to show us everything. This is why they are bullshitting us and pussyfooting us, not telling us exactly what it is. They can tell us, but they only going to tell us for a little bit. So, this is what it is, people. We already done died. We done already came back to life. We are basically time travelers. This is why what that lady was talking about, that scientist that disappeared, she was right. But the way she explained it wasn't really, you really had to understand what she was saying. If you are spiritually inclined, if you are spiritually awakened, you have already won the war. You are already where you're supposed to be. You are already in the future. It's just that your body, your spirit, and your soul knows what already happened. So you are able to speak as if you already lived it. This is why your intuition is so high. This is why you can see things. You can foreshadow and foresee shit. Because you already lived it. In the spiritual, you don't remember, you don't know how you can get this information. It's like, how do I know these things? You know it because you already lived it. You done already been through it. In the spiritual, you just can't put two and two together yet because you are still living in the physical plane. So if you are spiritually awakened and you have awakened to know that you are Christ, you are already with Christ at this point in the spiritual. But we are still living in the physical. We are about to catch up. This is why we are all about to become one with Christ. We are all about to become one with our higher self because we are already our higher self. Your higher self is speaking through. You are already one. You are already with Christ. You are already the bride. You already had the crown. You just don't see it yet because you are basically catching up to it, but you are already there. It's just that you don't see it because you're still living in the physical. We only catching up to see how and why did we make the decision to be there. So this is why we are going through what we are going through, people. So relax. If you are spiritually awakened at this point and you are living your spiritual purpose and mission, continue to live in that. You only doing and seeing the vision.